Hi everyone, it is Catherine from Bugling Embroidery Designs here. I am so excited to share this with you. Okay, yeah, I'm a dork. Okay, I have made the most amazing new set of designs. These are pocket snap tab key fob embroidery designs, but I have made them completely different than I've ever done before. So no matter what machine you have or what hoop size, I think you're going to be very pleased. This is a 4x4 size. This one is a 5x7 size, and this is a 6x10 size. How cool is that? This is going to be great to put, like, clip into a trapper keeper, or you know, if you run a small business or whatever, you can keep little important things in it. Can you hear that? I actually have over 24 colored pencils in there, and I still have tons of room left for more things. There's tons of room. They have 3 snaps, so they're nice and secure. These are fantastic. And just, you know, each one is completely custom made. They're not the same. They're each one is slightly different. They come as a set, and these are done differently than I've done my other designs. So I want to do a quick tutorial on these. The key to these designs is stabilization. So bring out your cutaway stabilizer and some good sticky tape, your spray, whatever you want to use. What I have going here right now is I put a sheet of cutaway down, and then a sheet of the poly mesh I added. So I have 2 layers here because this cutaway I have is not good at all. So I double layered mine. Not sure how everyone else's machines are, but both of mine's machines have problems with keeping the stitches of placement stitches on stabilizer. And I just wanted to mention that it's okay. It still gives you a general idea of what you're doing. So don't even worry about that if your machine does that. I think it's a common thing. I don't think there's enough to hold it together. Mine doesn't do it all the time, but it does it often enough that I've noticed it, and I wanted to mention it. Okay, I've hooped those nice and tight, ran the placement stitches down, and then we're going to follow all the steps like we do on our other snap tab key fobs, starting with taking a piece of vinyl. We're going to in this case, it's glitter mirror canvas vinyl. You want to lay it over the placement, the horizontal placement stitch for the pocket, moving it upward a little. Tape that down, stick it in your machine, and run everything except for the final step. I'm going to do that now, and then I will be back to talk to you. So we're going to try to keep this super fast. And lost the little remote for a second. Okay, my machine just beeped, so that means it is done stitching. So here we go. It stitched our usual top of the pocket decorative stitch here, and then it added something new. It added a line down here. So that is one change that you're going to see. The second change is the shape of the actual snap tab is curved, and I'm going to show you what to do with that next. So it also stitched our placement holes and the decorative stitching. So right now we are going to do a little bit of what? Catherine's crazy cutting. So I am going to take a pair of scissors. You can also have it set down on a cutting mat and use an X-Acto knife or whatever you would like. We're going to just cut around the placement stitches for the top of the design. Okay, and when you get to here, make sure you guys can see this very well. I'm going to come up and I'm going to just cut a nice straight line next to that little line. So as you can see, I left a little bit of fabric there, about the amount that you would use when you're going to go trim your final stitching. So the next thing I like to do is I like to actually turn mine over and cut that off. And then I like to take this, fold it down a bit, and I like to trim that very close to my stitching across the top of the pocket so it's more hidden in the pocket. Okay, so that's where we're at now. The next thing we're going to do is our usual 2 layers of vinyl or your fabric of choice on the back. We're going to put one good side down, one good side up, and we're going to go ahead, tape that down securely, flip it over, and then if your stabilizer is not very secure or your vinyl has rounded itself a little bit, take a couple pieces of Scotch tape or whatever you need to and just make sure that those 3 areas there are flat. But you shouldn't really have to worry about it overly much because of the fact that this design is different. When it goes to do the final outline, it's going to stitch from the bottom to the top, the bottom to the top, and then do the tab separately. So everything should stay nice and secure. But you know embroidery machines, and you know, like luck, like my luck, I always like to just go that extra step and add a little bit of tape and not have to worry at all. So I'm going to go ahead, tape mine down. I'm going to load it in the machine and I'm going to run that final step, and then I will be right back with you. We're on the home stretch. Not that these take long anyway. You know me, I like quick stitch designs. They're just so fun. I can't believe how much you can fit in these. It's so cool. And it doesn't even like pucker as much as like some of the other ones will do when you've got them loaded. Oh, I forgot about the little circle placement stitches that were coming last. Gotta play around and see what else I can fit in these. So much fun. So secure. Look at that. Ooh, did you see that? See the little sparkly rhinestone here? Ooh, there. My new toy. I love it. So fun. It's actually a little rivet, a rhinestone rivet. Love it. Okay, it is done. So here we go. Just finished stitching. Whoa, here you go. So now you can see the line that went from the little crazy line. It's perfect. I am going to pop this out of my hoop and I'm going to cut it out, and then I will meet you over at my work table. If you need tips on cutting, please watch some of my other videos. I do give a lot of tips on cutting. Definitely trying to keep this one shorter. So I'm going to cut this out and then I will be right back. Okay, I had to come back on it and laugh. Every time I see these things, they're huge. I got these to test out from goldstartool.com, and at first I thought, oh my god, they're so funky and weird, but holy cow, when you're doing your rough cutting, I can just slide right through that. Couple snips. They're just huge, but they work really well. Nice and sharp and great. So I just had to show you that real quick. It cracks me up. At first I was like, what? But I really kind of like them. All right, now I'm gonna go do my detail cutting. I'll be back. So I have done, like, I don't even know how many of these now, probably at least 25 or so different versions, whatever. And I don't know what I was doing. I kind of like twisted and turned, and I snipped a little part of my thread right there. To be human, I tell you. I'm not gonna do another one or video or whatever. Just ignore that. It's actually a really beautiful design. I mean, I've done many of them. Never snipped anything. I don't know why I just did that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it with you anyway. You know what? That's crafting. We make mistakes and we move forward. Okay, so we are going to, oh, that's right. I don't know where I put my awl, do I? Another part of crafting. Where did I put my awl? Oh, I don't know where I put my usual one, but I have a little spare one that'll work. I usually use the wooden one from Cam Snaps. So, if you already know the final steps, you can go ahead and stop watching the video. The snap tab, you're going to do the same way. You're going to fold it over, you know, punch your holes. However you're going to do it. If you're going to use snaps, you'll go from the front to the back, and that's the tab. But for those who might not know, I'm going to go ahead and finish with you. So you just turn it over and poke holes through the center of each hole. Normally I'd sit and clean these up, but I'm just trying to hurry for the video. I promised I wasn't going to take as long. I don't know why my videos are always so long. Okay, so then for the pocket, you're going to go from the inside out, center of the holes. And then we are going to grab our snaps, which I thought they were still out here. Did I move them? I'm gonna go grab my snaps. Okay, sorry about that. These are size 20 cam snaps. Of course, you're going to need 3 sockets, 3 studs. So we have 3 sockets, 3 studs, and we need 6 caps. So for the pocket one, you just open the pocket, stick it in your hole from the inside out. In the hole, inside out. You know, it figures I have this huge organizer up on the wall, and this color red happens to be in the farthest corner, and it's really high, so I had to like stretch on my tippy toes really fast to get to it. Oh, I tell you. Okay, so we have those in, they're sticking out, and you can put your sockets or studs, or you could interchange them, or you could drop them like I just did, and you would just set those on, and you would give it a little squeeze with your pliers or your press, whatever you, oh, this is my old one. I need my new one. Okay, gotta go find it. Okay, it was right behind me. Silly me. Okay, so I just like to open the pocket up a little and stick my pliers in and give it a squeeze. Same for the next one. And I'm just gonna grab a new socket for now, and I'm gonna stick that on this one. I swear, the more I try to make my videos faster, the longer they seem, because I screw up. Okay, so you've got your 3 bottom snaps on. Now the same thing, we're going to turn it over. We're going to insert from the back to the front quickly, just right in our little holes. And if you ever notice, I always go like this, and that's, I'm kind of just pushing my fabric down around the snap, so it has more to work with to close, because when you squeeze it, it's just basically squishing the top of your snap, the point. So it squishes that area to make it seal onto your fabric. So the longer you have of that, the more seal you have. So that's why I do that. You can also get a bigger area by using an actual leather punch, because it makes the hole bigger, so there's more room. And I do use the leather punch a lot. It's just I've been using cam snaps for so long. I'm so used to just grabbing my awl and doing it. Okay, so now if I was going to use snaps here, I would put a hole here, and I would go front to back. But I am really into the rivets right now, as I've told you guys before. And I just got some new toys. This is the back of a rhinestone rivet. This cute little cap. And this is the front of a rhinestone rivet. Love these. They're so cute. I need I wish I could have all different colors. That would be so cool. That's the girly girl part of me coming out there. So I'm just gonna fold my tab over, and I'm gonna grab my leather punch, and I'm just gonna make a hole somewhere on here, wherever I want. And I'm going to slide a swivel lobster clasp on before I put my rivet on. I like to use the swivel lobster clasps with a D-ring, so that means it's flat there, and this one has an opening of 3/4 inch. So I really like those, and I get them all over. They're on Amazon, eBay, wherever I can find a good deal. So then I just stick my little rivet in from the front to the back, and ignore my little stitch there. Oh, that bothers me. But we are going to finish. I gotta be a trooper. Dude, I'm doing this with no makeup, 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. Okay. So for these ones, I put the top up, and I just give it a little push. I'm just weak and I have fibro. It's really not that hard to pull. I'm just weak. Okay, so we're done. How cool is that? You just snap away, fill them up. I'm so sad that I wasted vinyl on this one. I don't know what I could do. I guess if I, oh, you can't even see the boo-boo when I have it shut. So I could glue it or something and give it to my daughter to play with. That's it. They are very simple to make. I hope you enjoyed watching and you learned something new. Just remember, stabilization is really the key here for this design. And I hope you like them a lot, and I hope that if you've tried a different one of my designs, you'll still give this one a try. Alright, any questions? I will see you on the Facebook group, or you can message the website or use the live chat on the website, or you could email info@buglina.com. Thanks for watching.